No wonder they to be writing to the Rogan experience videos. I guess they are not uploading to Rogan clips anymore. And the title here it says Elon Musk says SpaceX will be making regular flights by 2023. So is it like a space travel thing? I guess let's watch the video and find out. Here we go.
They show him the new missile they've developed, and but it has kind of a round head, and he says you need to make it more pointy.
Pointy.
To his engineers. And actually, that's what I also said the same thing. Starship, we need to make it more pointy.
Did you say that?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on.
It's going. I just have that main camera on.
Okay. That's you literally told them to make the Starship more pointy because of the movie The Dictator.
Okay.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And they know it too. It's not like they haven't they're unaware of it. Everyone thought it would be funny if we made the rocket more pointy, so we did.
Did it have any effect on the aerodynamics?
No,
Nothing.
we can make it way blunter and be fine.
But is it better to be pointier? Or like if it wasn't for the
It's
movie,
arguably slightly worse, but like
Worse. Okay. Damn.
but more fun for you.
yeah, it looks cooler.
He cares most about the looks.
Well, okay. It does look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just-
How long do you think it'll be before? Are you good, Jamie? What's that?
it's my head's maybe yeah exactly.
You good?
Yeah.
How long?
My
do you
head
think-
is sticking out. Is that what it's?
It's right on the edge of the top. It's all good.
Oh, is that supposed to be okay?
You're good.
All right.
Okay.
How long do you think it's going to be before you have like regular flights with that, where you can take off and land and like an airplane, where it'll be very consistent
With our
This
extra pointy
in the
rocket.
title.
with your extra pointy rocket?
3 years.
Do you mean Earth-to-Earth transport,
Mm,
or
just
to
any
orbit or
kind
anywhere?
of-
Yes, people.
yeah.
People.
Anytime where you could just do it with people
Yeah.
and have it land all the time.
I think we're probably 2 years away.
2 years.
Two. Okay.
That's really nice. 2 years is pretty cool.
2 years for people. We'll have a lot of flights between now and then.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
2023 is not that far away. That'll be there before you know it.
Yeah.
Wow.
2023. Time flies
How
That's
many
pretty
times have
cool.
you had explosions with those
when you're on a
things?
rocket. I don't know, like quite a few. 6, maybe 5 or 6.
What are those like? What is it like when you watch it explode? When it's supposed to land and it just...
Okay.
No, this is a test program.
Right.
We expect it to explode.
Of
So
course.
Okay.
it's weird if it doesn't explode, frankly.
Really?
Yeah. Because we're trying
Because the missile is for
to
training.
develop advanced rockets at a high speed, and if you want to get payload to orbit, you have to run things close to the edge, and
Okay.
the whole rocket is evolving. The engines, the structure, the avionics, the software, the ground systems are all evolving simultaneously. So and the whole production system, which is actually harder than the rocket design by far. So the rocket and engine and avionics production system is and the launch system is 1,000% harder than the initial design, like at least.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah.
So when...
Same with cars, it's like 10,000%. And it's easy to do a car prototype. It's hard to do production.
So when you're looking at, you're scaling towards the future and you're looking at mistakes or corrections, improvements, and all these different things, that's how you come up with this figure of approximately 2 years.
If current trends continue, if we excel, if you plot the points on the curve of progress, then we should be doing regular orbital flights with a high probability of safe landing in 2 years.
So
We're getting to orbit this year. Our goal is to get to orbit this year.
That's nice.
And I'm not sure people totally understand. Like, Starship is the largest flying object ever made. This thing will be about over 5,000 tons weight on liftoff. It's going to go straight up with 5,000 tons. This is much heavier than any aircraft.
That's
by far.
huge then.
There's no aircraft even comes close to this weight, and it's going straight up. But aircraft can't go straight up, so it's like it's got more than twice. It will have more than twice the thrust of a Saturn V.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a big rocket.
Why does it need that much thrust?
Oh, we're trying to.
Because you want to go to Mars? Or is this like
we're trying to make life multiplanetary,
multiplanetary.
extend life beyond Earth. And in order to do that, you have to have high tonnage to Mars. And that means you need a big rocket and you got to fly a lot.
So
that makes
the
sense.
reason why it has twice the thrust of the Saturn V is to plan for these interstellar trips, or the
Interplanetary.
interplanetary
Yeah.
trips. So when you're doing this and you're developing these systems, thinking about regular trips to other planets, but you're not just trying to get into orbit right now. You're trying to get into orbit with something that eventually could scale up.
Yeah, we know how to get to orbit. We've done that a lot. So the really hard thing is we need to have a fully and rapidly reusable rocket where all elements of the rocket are reused and they're reused quickly, like an aircraft. And this has never been done.
And also, didn't he make like reusable rocket
This
possible?
is the holy grail of rocketry, is to have a fully reusable rocket. Then you need to go one step further. It needs to be fully and rapidly reusable. It's like
Rapidly.
like plane lands, you refuel it and take off again.
How do you have time? This I never understand you.
Yeah.
In regards to the way you run multiple businesses simultaneously. I would think that something like this would require so much concentration.
Yeah.
It
True.
would require. I would think this would be your whole being, trying to figure out how to work this.
Yeah, well, I do work a lot.
It's crazy.
And I apologize for the reason I was late, as I was literally coming from some critical meetings. Just doing. Normally, I'd be meeting until I work until like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Every night.
Saturday and Sunday, usually not, but sometimes.
How much do you sleep?
About
Five
6
times a
hours.
day.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not that crazy.
For you, for someone who does as much as you, that's impressive that you can squeeze that in.
Yeah, I've tried sleeping less, but then total productivity decreases.
Yeah. So you feel like 6 is the number where it's
six is I can that. I don't find myself wanting more sleep than 6.
So when
And
like with the Saturn V
I don't think I could do that 6 hours.
and the space shuttles and all these other rockets, they would have these parts that would get the ship up into space, but they would descend down to Earth and crash into the ocean,
Yes.
and they would never use them again.
That's right.
How do you avoid that? Like, what is the difference between the way these things are structured? Like, the whole thing goes together, and then it lands together.
Well, we're on the wrong planet for a single stage to orbit.
Right.
I think one thing to appreciate is like space. Getting to space is easy. Getting to orbit is hard. So you only need maybe 1 or 2% of the energy to get to space, to where the atmosphere is thin, compared to what you need to get to orbit. And if you get to orbit, now you've got to burn off all that energy, and you're coming in like a meteor. So you need a powerful heat shield. So it's like super difficult to get to orbit at all. And then if you get to orbit at all, then making the stages reusable means they got to come back intact.
Okay.
And then the upper stage is especially difficult because it's got so much energy. All the energy you put into it, you have to take out. So it's you're literally coming in like a flaming meteor, and most things would just melt or vaporize. So, like if you as a human try to come in from orbit, you'd just be pink mist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a funny way to put it.
Yeah.
So getting into orbit is harder basically. There was a cool, interesting video to watch. I enjoyed the video. It was really awesome. I have no idea how he's able to manage his time, honestly. And I guess he's a different human then. And he also sleeps like only 5 or 6 hours a day. That's really crazy. And I'm gonna end the video there. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.